different beliefs of the person, different belief system of the person, and the attributions and the perceptions, how the person is taking the risk and in what way he is dealing the things. All these things we will learn in this chapter. Now, what are the concepts of health beliefs? In 1940s and 1950s, Mr. Rosenstock, he determined, he said, like individuals make decisions about health based on their behavior. Okay, even Mr. Hucklebaum and others also, these people are the pioneers of the health belief model. Actually, this model helps us to explain, to understand health related behaviors of the person and what it stimulates towards the behavioral changes. Actually, this model was done by Mr. Rosenthal and Huckebaum. Okay, they started. And see, what is this model targeting? This model is targeting about the perceived barriers, benefits, optimal behavior of the person, and even the self-efficacy and all these things. Actually, these things, even the threats and all, even Jones 2015, he also believed the same thing. He also studied and he said the same thing. So to achieve the optimal behavior, we need to consider all the elements of the person's perspective. And not only that, even their attitudes. Actually, here to understand, to practice health behavior, we can we can use the attitude theory so that we can easily understand the person's health behavior. And yeah, we can see what are the threats the person is going through and what are the belief system and what are the beliefs he do have whenever he is doing the health practice. So by understanding this health belief model, we can understand, we can reduce the health threats. Okay. And even these kind of models we can use when the person is doing the physical exercise, means engaging in some activity. Okay, in what way he is doing. Suppose if the person is suffering with the diabetes, okay, with severe diabetic. So here we need to understand what is his belief system, okay, and how he is, how the body is ready to do what kind of exercise. So here we can understand the health measures and even we can go with the without disturbing their routine. Means suppose if the person is doing a lot of exercise, if he's unable to produce the work at workplace, then it's going to affect his career. Yeah, it even affects the financial situation and everything. So here we need to understand his work schedule and the body capacity, the physical body capacity. Based on that, we need to train. So here we need to see, we have a challenge here to manage this health belief model without affecting the person's lifestyle and without affecting the person's body. We need to train the person. See, suppose even the same case, if the person is undergoing the cancer, when he is going for the treatment, so yeah, few people, they don't have any kind of a muscle power or body power to go for the exercises. So here we need to understand the person's estimate of the susceptibility, like what he is doing and how he is. So without affecting that, we need to plan this belief system. So here, how to do the risk reduction? Okay, what are the elements we use in risk reduction in health belief model? First thing, perceived susceptibility. What is this perceived susceptibility? It refers about the likelihood of getting a disease or condition. Suppose the person believes there is a possibility of getting diabetes before or he will be interested in getting a blood test done. See, whenever people are going for the medical checkup, they have a false belief system. Oh my God, if I get blood sugar, what I have to do? If I have cancer, what I have to do? Okay, if I have some ailment like illness. So because of that reason, they don't go for the testing itself. So here, what is this called? Perceived susceptibility. So here in health belief system, this is a challenge the health professional have. The next challenge, okay, the next element we can say perceived severity. Here, they have a feeling about the seriousness of contracting an illness or leaving it untreated, including evaluations. Or they may think that, oh, okay, fine. Suppose there is no my family may get affect, okay, and they may think what they will think, it will affect my social relations. Suppose if I have this, even the pain, these all comes under clinical consequences. So here they have the perceived severity about the medical and clinical consequences, like if it is mere pain, if it is a disability. So all these things they will, it comes to their mind and they don't go for the treatment. They don't even go and go for the test. Next, perceived benefits. See here, whenever the person have the perceived personal susceptibility, they will think the health is a serious condition. Even by thinking that, they will change their behaviors, they will change their actions, and they will actually here we need to reduce the stress, reduce the belief system towards the negative. And they will think, okay, if I know this, what's going to be my financial condition, how much money I have to save related to quitting things like, see, without doing this, I can quit alcohol. Okay, or else I can, they will think that, okay, fine, I will stop quitting the alcohol, then I will see for some time. Few people, they'll think that, okay, excuse me, they will please somebody from the family member to go for the checkup, or else they will see, they will ask someone to help them. Excuse me. All these things they will do. So these are all concerned the perceived benefits. Now we are going to discuss about the perceived barriers. In perceived barriers, actually this is a combined level of combination of susceptibility and severity. Actually here, the energy of force to act the perception of benefit provide a preferred path or action. Whenever these people are thinking into the negative aspect of their health condition, okay, we need to see their uh, recommended behavior. We need to give the guidance of the recommended behavior. Actually, Mr. Rosenstock, he said in 1974, actually the first two models, combined level of susceptibility and severity, it affects the barriers. So by knowing these things, they need to keep the barrier. Okay, we need to see the positive end of the side. Okay, next, cue to action. Most of the time people will see actually in health belief model, actually here we will completely based upon the what are the trigger actions. According to Mr. Huckabaum 1958, readiness to take an action could only be the potentiated by other factors. Why? See, suppose if you are not taking any action towards the bodily events or environmental events, how can we expect the result? That's the reason we need to see what are the actions, what are the triggering mechanism is appealing here. Okay, actually, even the survey also says the same thing. Suppose if someone got cancer, without taking an action, like towards the body or towards the environment, towards the diet, how it will happen. So here, the health belief model completely focus on the cue to action. Next one, self-efficacy. Yeah, self-efficacy plays a major role. Why? See, the conviction that one can successfully execute the required behavior to produce the outcomes. Actually, this one said by Bandura in 1997. Actually, Bandura completely focused on self-efficacy. Why means self-efficacy and outcome is very important. Suppose if without outcome, how do you expect result? So we need to have that thought. What is our concept? Okay, what is my output? Based on that, we need to work. So here, this health benefit belief model will explain all these things whenever we are processing. Okay, we need to focus on these 6 areas to give the to plan towards the action. Okay, this is what this chapter explains. Next, we'll discuss about the attribution theory. What is this attribution theory? Okay, first thing, this attribution theory in 1944 to 1948, okay, he did done the work. According to him, he says individuals have the need to understand the casualty. Why to understand? See, without understanding the concept or the theory part or whatever the things they want to control, how they can motivate. So here, what he says, Mr. Hyde, the person needs to have a motivate to see their social world as predictable and controllable. See, suppose someone wants to quit the smoking. Friend is calling, chalo, we'll go for smoke. See here, he needs to avoid the friend for some time until he have the he knows he can face the world. Otherwise, what will happen? He can't do anything. So here he needs to take a control. Next, distinctiveness. What is distinctiveness? Actually, attribution about the cause of behavior is specific to the individual carrying out the behavior. What kind of behavior they're carrying? The individual. Suppose he wants to quit the smoking. So first thing he can avoid, or else he can say, see, I will have my chai, or else I will have something. You please have smoke. I don't want to smoke. See, sometimes if you are the passive smoker also, again it may go back. That's the reason we need to maintain the distinctiveness. Next, consensus. Consensus. What is this consensus? This attribution about the cause of behavior would be shared by the others. See, that's the reason people will say whenever you want to quit something, whenever you want to form something, be with the tribe. Means that vibe will take you to practice more. So here, whenever you want to do that attribution, you share with others. See, suppose someone is going for walking, you tell them, see, I would like to join with you and you are going for walking, give me a call. I'll be there. So this is called consensus. So that you can practice more. And the consistency over time. See, without having any consistency, what kind of a result we can see? That's the reason consistency play a role. And consistency over modality. Actually, the same attribution would be in a different situation. Actually, here, Mr. Kelly, he's given different criteria. Okay. Actually, for this high distinctiveness and low consciousness and low consistency over time or low consistency. Whenever we are adapting this model, we need to see what is this person's issues. Is that environment or is the situation? Is that individual or external? What is the attribution is more focusing. So depends upon his self attribution and his one's behavior we need to plan. We need to prepare the model. So suppose the person is not having the willpower, it comes under self. Okay. If the person's society is like this, like the environment is staying like this. So here we need to form a solution based on his attribution. That is what Mr. Herjik, 1973, he interviewed 80 people and they observed the causes and illness and what are the challenges they faced. Okay. Then they said most of the time when comes into the body from the external environment, that effect will be more for individuals. Okay, even now, Bradley, 1985, he also analyzed the patient's attribution for the cause of their diabetics and acknowledged. Okay, what he acknowledged, the control over illness by me means the person influence the choice of treatment by the patients. Why? See, suppose the person wants to go with the insulin pump, which is a small mechanical device attached to the skin. Okay, so he might be happy with that. So here, yeah, few people they have a fear of not to go for the treatment that is intense conventional treatment. Okay, or else continuation of daily injection. So people will opt. So here we need to see what is his attribute towards the illness externally. Is he happy with taking insulin every day? Is he going with the conventional treatment, or he wants to take injection every day? So depends on his thought process. We can go for the we can plan the health belief model. So this is all responsibility of the doctor. And Mr. King, 1982, he said, for illness, attending the screening for high blood pressure, the analysis results demonstrated the hypertension seen in external by controllably. Why hypertension will be more whenever we are seeing the person in screening in a clinic? Because we already said, like they have the susceptibility of negative, prone to negative. So this is what Mr. Fritz and Hedler also said. Myself, I want to smoke. My situation, okay. I have a cancer because my father has a cancer. See, I cannot control myself to stop smoking. So these are the analysis they will give you because I want to control. If I control also, nothing will work. These are the things. Next, health locus of control. We already know we have locus of controls too. One is the internal locus of control and the external locus of control. Actually, Mr. Rotter, 1966, he developed the theory called health locus of control. Whenever we are seeing the health locus of control, we need to understand how to apply this. What is this dimension? External dimension versus internal dimension. See here, internal locus of control. What is this internal locus of control? Which they can control the events by them. Okay, uncontrollable by them is called external locus of control. See, what are the dimensions plays a role for the individual perception. So what kind of control they have towards their health. Okay, so here the locus refers to the location where the control is, the thought reside, either internally or externally. See, few people internally they're very strong. I don't want to eat, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that. But externally they're very weak. Okay, somebody say, hey, please come and join. I came all the way for only for you. Please join. Then they will see. See here what's happening. External locus of control influence is more. Okay, they're completely. Few people they have a lot of external control. Like if someone asking them and then so they'll say, hey, see, I'm a self-motivated person. I already done this for me, so I don't want to do. So yeah, here they will think like that. So here we need to see the challenges. Which one is more? What is the targeting behavior? What is the factor? So based on that, Mr. Walensky, 2010, he said the cognitive training plays a role whenever we are observing this locus of control. Okay. So here what we have to do to control this, we need to have the face-to-face meetings. Why? Then only we can understand and we can understand what kind of a control feelings we have. Is that what are the risk factors? And we can see the health and disease also. Like suppose weight loss, obesity, chronic disease. Okay, these are all internal locus of control associated problems mortality. Okay. And successful treatment outcomes is adherence to treatment like health behavior. Health behavior completely plays a role. Even on this, Mr. Westerling 2014 and Lizzie and Bergland in 2014, they study. Actually, most of the thing, the health behavior is completely focused on these things. Here, what is the locus of control? Suppose if they want to continue, want to overcome the, what do you call, overweight, obesity, or chronic disease. Okay, internal locus of control plays a role. That's what they said. That means uh, there is no much external factors. Suppose if the person stopped eating junk food or the person is eating on that right time, the regular intervals, so he can control his weight and all other things. Now, the next topic is we are going to discuss about the unrealistic optimism. What is this unrealistic optimism? Actually, this one word framed by Mr. Weinstein in 1983 and 1984. Actually, he practiced these unhealthy behaviors due to the inaccurate perceptions of risk and susceptibility. So here, whatever the unrealistic behavior is there, what is the optimism? What is optimism towards the unrealistic behavior? Actually, he compared with other people, different age groups and sex. Okay. Then he understood what are the chances of getting the problem. Actually, what they're thinking. Are they thinking it the problem is greater than them, or else its problem is lesser than them? Actually, this really, results indicated most of the persons they have the health issues, okay, because of the unrealistic of optimism. Why means here they don't have anything like lack of personal experience with the problem because they don't have any kind of experience because of the problem. So that's the reason this unrealistic optimism will come. And they believe that the problem is preventable by the individual action. So whatever action they are taking, they can control it. Okay, these are all comes under like a cognitive factors of the person in unrealistic optimism. And the belief that if the problem has not yet happened, appeared, it will not appear in the future. This is optimism. Oh, I won't get this problem. I will die. I'm maintaining good health. I'm slim. Okay, so I don't get any kind of what do you call the sugar, BP. I'm having my family. I don't have. So all these things are. This is completely unrealistic. Completely depends on the person, individual action. Actually, here we do think in the cognitive factor of this belief system, the problem is infrequent. Okay, see, cancer means say 1,000 में 1 पे आते, मुझे क्या आते, क्यों आते? So here, whatever the personal experience, whatever about the cognitive nature, the person will have intentionally distort the information to serve a given purpose. It won't serve like motivational explanation. Whatever they have the feeling, like see, we can call them as innocent victims because they are considering themselves with a cognitive explanation. Okay, they're very strong, they won't get anything. So here, Mr. Cohen, 2010, he said the motivation explanations are usually put forward as a supporting self-based bias. What are the biases most of the people will have? We'll discuss now. Okay, actually here, Mr. Coelho, he said three motivational explanations. Okay, they support, the individual will support himself. The first one is self-enhancement or self-validation. So here they'll think that no, I am maintaining all these things. Why should I? Why would I? So they will think every time they enhancement, the maintaining self-esteem, that completely positive. Okay, I won't this and the second one is projecting a positive social image. In other words, integrating oneself with others. Self-presentation. They'll see, I'm managing everything nicely. I'm doing everything in a better manner. So I won't get it. And here, reducing fear and protecting the ego from threats associated with facing unwanted outcomes. Okay, like striving for reassurance. They always strive for the reassurance. Hey, I'm doing this. I think I won't get it. Okay, suppose some obesity person is there. Okay, I'm going for walking every day. I have less cholesterol, so I don't get a heart attack because whatever the challenges is there, I am facing everything. I'm fulfilling. Okay. So here, these people will think like this. This theory will say, this cognitive three factors will explain the motivational explanation. These are the motivations. So people will think that we don't get, okay, we don't need to worry. So here, the individual's degree of commitment towards the emotional investment or the certain outcome also completely depends upon their self-esteem. Suppose if the person is non-depressed and all, they will think more. This is what Mr. Isaac Holt and Greenberg said. Okay, if the person is non-depressed, they will think themselves very high. Why would I get? So I no need to worry. So they will come to a conclusion. Now, what are the cognitive errors? Mr. Coelho, he said, for this cognitive explanation of unrealistic optimism. Now we'll look into the errors of the in cognitive functioning. First thing, the illusion of control. Mr. Winston, 1980. he explained whatever the events the person will have perceived, and they will think that, oh, I can control this. Okay, I can control this event. This, they have their own prediction, and the prediction also their like magnitude of the optimistic bias. Okay, this is thing they will illusion like I can control because I have knowledge. I know this. I'm able to do this. So they will think from there. And even Harris 1996 also, he said the same thing. Next one, we'll see the next cognitive error. Extreme probability bias. Here, they will completely into the solving proposed theory. Okay, what is the solving proposed theory? These are the small risk, unrealistic pessimism. Okay, see, hardly it's a moderate. Nothing will happen. This comes under unrealistic optimism. Okay, even Mr. Winston 1960, he did some research. He supported the theory. People will think that extremely probability bias. Oh, because I'm a positive person, I am following all these things, I won't get it. So they have. And the next cognitive error, past experience with the event. Mr. Winston, 1980 and 1989, he found that lack of personal experience, unfamiliarity with the contingency breeds optimism. See, because they are not familiar, they don't have any kind of a past experience towards the illness or towards the disease, and they will frame a positive opinion towards them. In that case, also, they have this. Okay, it comes under both motivation and cognitive explanation. Mr. Foreign, 1993 said, whenever people are going with the motivational explanations, we need to see their unrealistic optimism, how it's affecting the cognitive errors, and how it's emergent. And whenever the persons are facing this unrealistic optimism, and we need to see their emotional investment, what is the output, and how to control the perceived events. So these things we need to plan. Okay, suppose I don't drink alcohol every day, but that is not important. See here, I mean, so they're not thinking every day. Once in a while they'll think. So they will think that I don't get any effect towards alcohol. So I can drink daily. So these are the things they think themselves and they will take a decision. They will ignore. Next part, self-affirmation theory. Actually, here people will see that, okay, whatever the risk I have, the smokers' ability to continue to smoke, or even the words, tobacco kills, are written on the cigarette package. So here the self-affirmation theory is motivated their self-integrity. Okay, what they will think, this thing I don't get it. Okay, they are the only for the sake of what you call fattens their sense of self. They behave differently. Okay, because of self affirmation, this domain of their lives, then they need to become defensive. Defensiveness will be more. Okay, they return only to threat. It won't happen. Because this is what Mr. Raptivity and Normally Adequate, he studied Mr. Steele 1988. He said, yeah, because of their self affirmation in another domain, they will think that, oh, nothing will happen to me because to threat the people, to threat others, they will return. They don't consider it as a positive thing. They will see and they have their own positive affirmations. Next, stages of change model. Stages of change model view changes process that unfolds over time. It progresses through a series of 6 stages. We need to see what are the 6 stages. Okay, first thing, the pre-contemplation stage. Here, uh, actually, the people do not act in the near future. Actually, they will think that at least the next 6 months, the outcome interval may be very, very depend on their behavior. Okay, because first thing, the lack of knowledge or lack of information, how the body behaves to. So that is also one thing. And not only that, sometimes it makes several attempts to change and become demoralized about their inability. See, they want to change. Okay. Suppose the individual avoid reading, talking, or thinking about their high risk behaviors. Okay, why should I think? So they will think that, okay, I don't need to go. Uh, I don't want to think. It makes me more stress and all. So they here they will avoid. So this contemplation is the stage where people intend to change, but their behaviors in the next 6 months. Okay, but here they don't fall for it. They don't change. Okay, changing behavior, they will think, okay, I want to behave. If I behave like this for next 6 months, I can come out of this problem. But the individual is not ready for traditional and action oriented programs. That is the issue here. Next one, preparation. Actually, in this stage, they will try to act. See, first thing only planning will be there. There is no action in contemplation. So here, the preparation will be here. But here, like a health education class, I'll consult a counselor, or else I'll talk to some physician, or else I will see the health promoting behaviors. I will involve, and I will go to health weight loss clinic, or else I'll go with the I will be with the non-smoker or de-addiction classes. All these things. Here, they will completely into the action stage. Okay, individual completely get into the first stage only the 6 months plan, but here the action. Okay, actually, whenever we are seeing the action, the behavior of modification counts action in this model. Next one, see, thinking process is there, action is there. If maintenance is missing, how does it affects the lifestyle change? So here, in the next stage, they will plan for the maintenance also. Action comes under maintenance. Maintenance means in irregular intervals. Okay. So they will plan for, okay, research showed the maintenance lasts for 6 months or about to 5 years. Okay, whatever the things they started maintenance, it will be there for 6 months or 5 years. Next, termination.